This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County PUD Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, providing safe, reliable, and valued utility services since 1934. And Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health.
Well, good evening and welcome to Terry Gregg Court in the Shelton High School Mini Dome. Tonight, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Radio, continue coverage of high school basketball with an Evergreen Conference girls game featuring the Aberdeen Bobcats and the Shelton Highclimbers. My name is Diedrich Allen, and joining me for this broadcast is Jerry Apple.
How you doing, Diedrich?
Senior night tonight, just throw that out there first. Shelton is 2-14 on the season, 1-9 in EVCO play. The Highclimbers are coming off Thursday's 47-43 loss at Rochester. The Lady Climbers have dropped their last 7 games. And again, it is senior night for Shelton. There are 9 seniors on the Climbers team to be recognized before the game. Aberdeen has a 12-6 overall record, currently 4th in the conference at 5-5. The Bobcats haven't played since Monday when they clobbered Hoquiam 55-25, their 4th win in a row. This will be the second time Shelton and Aberdeen have played this season. The Bobcats took the first meeting on January 5th, 47-41. Coming up, we'll talk with Shelton coach Chris Swanson. Jerry will give you the starters and then the tip-off. It's Evergreen Conference girls basketball. The Aberdeen Bobcats at the Shelton Highclimbers on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
We all depend on them for medical emergencies, to keep our highways safe, and to get back on the road. And emergency responders depend on us to watch for them, to slow down and move over. We do it for the people out there taking the risks while helping others, and the people who care about them, because most of us agree that we all share a responsibility for safety on our roads.
Mason Health wants you to stay healthy. Are you turning 65? Mason Health can help you maximize all that Medicare has to offer. Did you know Medicare covers preventive services under the Medicare Wellness Program? Medicare coverage includes screenings for depression, diabetes, obesity, and alcohol misuse. You can also get mammograms, pap smears, pelvic exams, and more. Talk to your healthcare provider, or you can find more information on masongeneral.com.
And we're back here in the Mini Dome. Diedrich Allen, Jerry Apple. We're just pausing for a moment before I get to the coach's interview. Senior recognition is going to come up here very shortly, I believe, and we'll bring you that as best we can. Just have a big crowd mic, so we'll do the best we can to bring in the sound from the PA announcement as it comes in. This clock has stopped at 5 minutes. See, Jerry, I told you it would be 5 minutes. And then we'll get into senior recognition. So we'll keep it here before we get to the coach's interview, which all about the seniors. I told him before we started, it's all about the seniors. It's all we have to worry about tonight. That's the biggest part of tonight's game.
Yeah.
He did talk a little bit about tonight's game, but we'll let him get to that when we get to that point. So we're just killing some time as the band is here. It's pretty loud here tonight.
Big crowd.
Here's the PA announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, Terry Greg Court for tonight's 2024 Girls Basketball Senior Night. At this time, we would like to recognize our senior basketball players and their families. All right, here we go. Starting with number 3, Kai Ann Miller. Kai is joined by her family members Mark and Cheryl Miller. Kai Ann plans to take a gap year next year and travel to Alaska. Next up for our seniors is number 4, Aubrey Allen, joined by family members Marcy Tanaza and Erin. Next year, Aubrey plans to attend Northwest Indian College. Next up for our senior girls is number 5, Anna Pignon, joined by family members Rick and Lisa Claire and Jeffrey Pignon. Anna plans to attend cosmetology school next year. Our next senior is number 11, Lindsay Ozuna, joined by family members Margarita, Lucas and Rico Ozuna. Lindsay plans to attend college and pursue a degree in healthcare project management. Next up for our seniors is number 12, Kaya Cruz, joined by family members Lopez, Dante Cruz, and Amanda Register. Kaya plans to attend Washington State University and become a dentist. Next up for our seniors is number 22, Jasmine Rivera. Joined by family members Timmy Rivera and sister Sonia Nugent. Jasmine plans to be a senior helper next year before attending cosmetology school. Our next senior is number 23, Cicely Dodge, joined by family members Sean and Heather Dodge. Cicely plans to major in Central Services at Western Washington University next year. Our next senior is number 24, Abby Sachs. With family members Rich and Karen Sachs, Abby plans to attend college somewhere in Washington and study marine biology. And our final senior tonight, number 42, Milani Andrews. Joined by family members Beth and Victor Andrews, Milani plans to move to Utah and attend college to become a medical assistant. Our 2024 senior girls basketball players.
Well, there you go, folks. The seniors from the Shelton basketball team. 9 of them tonight. Jerry, what do you want to say about that?
Well, I've got to know most of the girls pretty well, and they're a pleasure to talk to. They're always positive when I see them, and they played, most of them have played 4 years.
Right.
And that's something that's a lot of dedication, and going to camps and working out. And so, yeah, I admire that, sticking with a program for 4 years like they have. So that's a good thing. And good bunch of girls.
Good group. We're going to hear right now from the coach. Coach Swanson, big night for your team. Senior night. You got a few of them.
Yeah, it's been interesting the last couple of years. We started this season with 10 seniors on the roster. We got 9 of them celebrating senior night tonight.
So can you tell us about each one of them?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of run through, we've got Abby Sachs, that's obviously been a key player for us all season, always been in our program, always been a hard worker, great lady to be around. Cayenne Miller, fits that bill as well, just been a super starter for us and worked hard all 4 years that she's been here. And of course, I've only been with these girls for the last 2 years, but I know that they've been in this program longer than myself. So, and then you got Cicely Dodge, you got Lindsay Ozuna, you've got Kaya Cruz, you've got V Andrews, some girls that have had some missed time here and there, but have been in and out, and I'm happy to have them all with us this evening. And then I feel like I'm forgetting at least one more that's in that group, but just, each of them has brought something different. This year has been a lot of ups and downs with availability, and so there's been different times where we've asked different things of people, and they've always been willing to come out and step up to the challenge, whatever I'm asking them to do.
And tonight, what are you asking them to do?
Well, I think, and I guess that's the head coach belief, but I think we're a lot closer to a lot of these teams than some of the other teams believe. I think Aberdeen's a team that we can get if we play well, so I'm still out here to win a ball game tonight. I expect them to come out and play hard, and sometimes the girls get a little nervous when we see the crowd fill up and people that they know and faces in the crowd, and so we just got to get over that and play hard.
Well, good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
That's Shelton coach Chris Swanson. He forgot Ari Allen. It's an oversight. He was just kind of, I kind of sandbagged him. I'll be perfectly honest. I kind of said, we want to talk about seniors. Okay. And then I got right into it. So he wasn't quite prepared. And it's kind of an emotional night for any coach.
You made a nice comment last night that you've seen our high school girls, our varsity basketball players, improve throughout the season. I totally agree with that statement. There's no hesitation in my part that they have improved in many ways.
Yeah, and as the coach said, some of these teams are probably looking past Shelton. They don't care about Shelton. We just play the game, we'll win. Well, no big deal. They're going to get them. Rochester learned almost the hard way because the Highclimbers nearly had that game and they only lost by 4. They were down in Rochester, not an easy place to play.
And Shelton played Aberdeen fairly well down there, and now we've got the home court advantage tonight.
Right.
So that and the senior night.
Senior night.
We've got a big crowd. Makes a big difference.
Junior cheer here tonight as well. The band is, as you can hear, just going crazy as they are to our right, as they have been the last, they've been on all our broadcasts from here, haven't they?
Yeah, since the start of the new year.
Yeah,
they have.
All right, well, we will take another timeout. We'll come back. Jerry's going to get you the starters. Then we'll get this game underway. On senior night, it's Shelton and Aberdeen from the Mini Dome in Terry Gregg Court on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
And we're back in the Mini Dome. Diedrich Allen, Jerry Apple. Glad to be on the radio tonight as well. Jerry, starters. Let's get to it.
Let's start with the Aberdeen Bobcats, visitors under Coach Curtis Eccles. At one guard, a 5'4" senior, number 2, Annie Troll. At the other guard, a 5'4" senior, number 3, Zoe Troll. At one forward, a 5'4" freshman, number 1, Sophia Knudsen. At the other forward, number 42, a 6-foot freshman, 5-foot freshman, Kinsey Irwin. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Bobcats, a 5'8" senior, number 21, Jalen Femison. That's your starters for the Bobcats. And now for the home team, the Shelton Highclimbers, under the direction of Coach Chris Swanson. At one guard, a 5'2" senior, number 5, Anna Bignon. At the other guard, a 5'4" senior, number 11, Lindsay Ozuna. At one forward, a 5'6" senior, number 3, Kyan Miller. At the other forward, a 5'2" senior, number 23, Cicely Dodge. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Highclimbers, a 5'9" senior, number 24, Abby Sachs.
All right, thank you, Jerry. We're going to take another timeout as we're going to get into the national anthem. Then we'll get the game tipped off. Okay. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
And we're back here in the mini dome, Terry Gregg Court, with a little bit of girls basketball. Evergreen Conference girls basketball. The Aberdeen Bobcats and the Shelton Highclimbers just getting the starting lineups announced here in the building. You've got, again, Sophia Knudsen, Annie Troe, Zoe Troe, and let's see here, Jalen Pimizone. And there's the difference, Jerry Bentley Brown. I knew there was a difference in what you announced, Jerry. It's Bentley Brown, the fifth person off the bench for the. It's all right, no big deal. And the Highclimbers, we may have this wrong too, as you've got Kyan Miller, as Jerry announced, Anna Pignon. Lindsay Azuna and Cicely Dodge and Abby Sachs. So, yeah, we knew there might be a little change between what Jerry wrote down when he was down there talking and when we got up here. You know how things change, Jerry. They always change on us.
Yeah, I can only go by what the coaches tell me.
That's right. Well, anyways, we're about ready to get this tipped off. The Highclimbers are going to be in the all-white uniforms with the red numbers and letters, and the Bobcats are in the dark, well, I call it navy blue with the white stripe, gold trim down the side and around the numbers and letters. Actually, the letters are white. They
and Bentley Brown, who is starting tonight for the Bobcats, is a freshman.
So the Highclimbers are going to be going right to left. On your radio dial, it'll be Abby Sachs and Pimison in the center circle to get this game underway. Tip is tapped and won by the Bobcats. Here's Tro. This is Annie Tro trying to go to the hole, and well, she ran over a Highclimber, and that's going to be a foul on the Annie Tro. As well as it goes to turnover. So that's a whole bunch out of the first play. A foul, a turnover. Here's a little full court press by the Bobcats. Dodge has it, gets it back to Miller. Miller will bounce it back to Dodge. Sicily down to Azuma. She'll put it on the floor, drive to the foul line, stop, lace it down into the paint to Abby Sachs, right to the hoop, up and in. Abby Sachs strikes first for the Highclimbers. 2-0 the lead here early. We played just about 30 seconds here. Aberdeen with the ball, a little one-on-one full court press. And a long two on the way and off by Brown. Annie Tro cracks it down in the corner on the rebound. She's trapped in the corner. She'll hook in the middle, and Abby Sachs comes away with the ball for the Highclimbers. Here comes Anna Pignon with the ball. Up the other way. Cicely Dodge alone on the far side. Lob it back to Sachs. Sachs is going to go to work. Puts it up. A little too high. Rebound by Annie Tro. She'll speed up the near sideline. Launch a pass down to Zoe Tro. Out top it goes to Pimison. She missed the three. Abby Sachs with the rebound. Here's Anna Pignon with the ball for the Highclimbers, going the other way. 6:45 to go, first quarter, 2-0. Shelton with the lead in the ball. Pignon with it, directing some traffic, swings it up top to Dodge. Dodge will get it over to Azuma, and it's deflected and stolen away by Zoe Tro. Up it goes to Annie Tro, to the glass at the end, tying the ball game. Here's Dodge with it in backcourt, gets it to Azuna. Into the middle of the court, Miller. Miller had it knocked out of her hands. She tries to lace a pass up the sidelines, knocked out of bounds. I believe it's off of Pimison. It'll be a Highclimber ball, sideline inbounds between the scorer's table and the Aberdeen bench. Here's Azuna with the ball. She'll drive baseline, try to get by Knudsen. Gets it back out to Miller. Miller to Pignon over her head, and coming away with the ball is Annie Tro. Annie on the run the other way for the Bobcats, having trouble with that dribble, but she manages to keep up with it. Scoops it to the hoop, missed the shot. Rebound tracked down in the corner by Zoe Tro. She'll drive to the side of the paint. Scoop shot short. Got her own rebound up and in. Zoe Tro makes it 4-2. Aberdeen. Shelton with the ball in backcourt. Full court press. Dodge will get it to Miller. Miller up to Sachs, but it's knocked out of bounds again by the quick hands of Jalen Pimison. Cedar Wiley steps onto the court for the first time tonight, replacing Cicely Dodge for the Highclimbers. Get another scoring threat in there for the Highclimbers. Sideline inbounds. Miller will throw it to the baseline. That's Pignon. She's trapped in the corner there, trying to get by the defense with good pivots. Going to bounce it to Sachs. Sachs one dribble to the hoop. Popped out. Rebound tapped and controlled by Cedar Wiley. She runs into traffic and a foul on the play. Thinking that will go on, that goes on Bentley Brown. Her second team foul on Aberdeen. Baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Inbounds to Pignon. She launches a three that sinks in there, and it's 5-4. Shelton with a 1-point lead. 5:19 to go here first quarter. Here's Tro. Annie Tro trying to go coast to coast, draws a foul on the Highclimbers. On the drive. That'll go on Anna Pignon, her first. At the free throw line, Annie Tro. Oh, this always throws me off when sisters.
Or twins.
Well, they're twins, but their numbers are just right next to each other. And there needs to be more space, I think. Annie missed the first free throw. Second free throw. That one hits the back of the arc, bounces all the way around 4 times and drops in. Okay, I'm exaggerating. It was only 2. 5-5 ball game, 5:15 to go first quarter. Full court press again. Inbounds. Goes from Pignon to Cedar Wiley. She'll get it to Miller, who speeds up the far sidelines with a Tro in her hip pocket. Zoe Tro almost had a steal. There's going to be a foul on the play. That'll go on Zoe Tro. Her first. Third team foul on Aberdeen. Olivia Lamont steps onto the court for the Bobcats. I think Bentley Brown will sit down. Sideline inbounds to Wiley at the top of the key. Her lazy pass was picked off and stolen by Tro. That was Zoe Tro with the steal. Here is Timison trying to make a move to the bucket. Put it off her foot out of bounds. That'll be Highclimber ball with 4:56 to go in the first quarter. 5-5 ball game. Shelton gets the ball in backcourt to Cedar Wiley. A little bit of pressure on the inbound, but nobody's guarding the player bringing the ball up the court. Wiley between the circles, over to Miller. Miller bounces it into the corner. Azuma. Back to Miller, driving baseline. Bounces to Wiley. Wiley works to the side of the paint, kicks it out top to Azuma. Lindsay back to Wiley, 9 on the shot clock. Wiley eyes the hoop with 5 on the shot clock. She's going to go to work. Down the lane, kicking out to Pignon for 3, and that's off. Rebound pulled down by Knutson. Knutson will push the pace the other direction for the Bobcats. Swing it over near side to Annie Tro. Back up top to Knutson. Back to Tro. Tro will take a 3. Hit it! Annie Tro with her first 3 in the ball game. She has 6 points. Makes it 8-5. 4:05 to go in the first quarter. Miller gets the ball from Wiley. Wiley gets it back crossing midcourt. Top of the key on the dribble. Gonna come over and go down the side of the paint. Put it up with a scoop. Missed the shot. Good defense there by Lamont. She got the rebound. Then she is fouled by the Highclimbers on the loose ball. That'll go on Lindsay Azuma. Her first. Second team foul on the Highclimbers. Ani Bailey checked into the ball game for the first time for the Highclimbers. Here come the Bobcats. As Knutson splits a double team crossing midcourt, turns around up to Annie Tro. Way outside for 3. No. Rebound goes to Knutson. To Zoe Tro at the foul line. She'll weave her way into the paint, miss a shot. Rebound knocked out of bounds by a Bobcat. Also, Jazzy Rivera is in the ball game now as well for the Highclimbers. Pignon will inbounds it in the backcourt. Gets it into Wiley. 1-1 pressure. Here's Rivera back to Wiley. Crossing midcourt on the dribble. Speeds to the foul line. Goes right down the paint with 2 big steps to scoop it up and in. 2 big scoops. That's a new comment. Inbounds was stolen away by Pignon to Bailey. Bailey gonna bump and draw the foul on Annie Tro. That's her second. 4th team foul on the Bobcats. Baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Left of the backboard. Bailey will trigger the play. Gets it into Pignon. Up top it goes to Rivera. Bounce it over to Bailey. Bailey works to the top again. Finds Wiley. Wiley at the top of the key. Eyes the hoop for a 3. Looks the court over. Stops on the dribble. Throws it over to the right and sacks. So hand it off to Rivera. 15 on the shot clock. Pass is deflected in the middle of the paint. And the Bobcats have it. And it looks like Pignon fouled Timson going up the court. That's and a second. Bobcats have the ball crossing midcourt. Near side to Annie Tro. Cross court it goes to Zoe Tro. Up top to Knutson. Back to Annie Tro. Into the corner now. Timson down to the box. Turnaround jumper off by Lamont. Rebound goes to Cedar Wiley. Throws it up and is stolen away by Annie Tro. She's going to go right to the hoop. Puts it up. Blocked by Cedar Wiley. Her outlet is to Pignon. Pignon back to Wiley. Crossing midcourt. Way outside right now is Cedar. Cedar runs over a player. Goes down the side of the paint. Hooks it back to Sachs. And then we have a traveling call on the Highclimbers. Ooh. That might have been one of those makeup calls for the no call on the other end.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yes.
No foul, but we'll just get a traveling call. Here's Knutson in backcourt for the Bobcats. Gets it to Zoe Tro. Zoe shadowed by Pignon. Bounce it to Knutson. Back to Tro. Zoe will kick it to the corner. Here's Pimmonson for three in the corner. Yes, count it. Makes it 11-7. Timeout by the Highclimbers. It's a full one. 2:01 to go first quarter. Aberdeen 11, Shelton 7. This is Mason Web TV powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
We're back here in the mini dome. Highclimber ball coming out of the timeout. 2:01 to go first quarter. 11-7. Here's Cedar Wiley in backcourt. Up near midcourt is Bailey. Pass up court is stolen away by Annie Tro. She'll go right to the opposite side. Put it up, it popped out. Rebound goes to Jazzy Rivera. Rivera pushes it up to Abby Sachs. Sachs one-on-one to the foul line. Leaves it there for Rivera. Had the ball knocked out of her hands. Goes to the floor to get it. Jump ball called. That stays with the Highclimbers. Oh, you hate to see a nice open layup just pop out like that, Jerry.
It was a nice pass. It was a good give and go there.
Baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Here's Rivera in the corner, fakes the three. Going to drive on Tro. Gets it to Wiley at the top. She's open for three. She'll take it. Rims it off the back of the iron. Miller tracks it down. Gets it to Rivera. Out to Wiley, to Bailey, to Sachs on the side of the paint, down to Rivera. Bumps into a player, missed the shot. Got a rebound, puts it up, drew the foul. And that'll go on Annie Tro. That'll be 3 on her, Jerry. That's a 15 foul on Aberdeen. That'll bring a player off the bench. It looks like Abby Manio will be coming in for Tro as Jasmine Rivera has 2 free throws. 1:19 to go here first quarter, 11-8 as Rivera raveled in the first free throw. So the substitution is Manio will step onto the court for the Bobcats, and it looks like Pignon returns for the Highclimbers as Abby Sachs will sit down. Rivera's second free throw is short. Rebound tracked down in the far corner by Miller. She can't get to it before it goes out of bounds, however. So it'll be Aberdeen ball. Mania will get it in to Knutson. Knutson will bring it across the timeline. Top of the key. Near side to Tro. That's Zoe Tro over to the other side. That's Brown back in the ball game. She launches a 3 that rims off. Cedar Wiley with the rebound. To Pignon. Pignon up to Miller. Miller lost the handle. Goes right into the hands of Manio. Manio get it to Knutson backcourt. Here come the Bobcats leading 11-8. Here's Zoe Tro getting the ball back. Going to fake the 3, drive to the foul line. Leave it there to Knutson. Extra pass over to Brown. Brown takes a long 2, hits it. That's a 2-pointer. Bentley Brown with her first basket. Makes it 13-8. Bailey with them backcourt. Another steal. This is Brown gathering the ball off the deflection. She'll get to the center of the court, but it's stolen away by Jazzy Rivera. Rivera on the drive. She changes directions, gets it to Pignon in the corner near side. 3 on the way, and round and out. Rebound goes to Rivera, pushing the back, no whistle. And then there's a foul on Rivera going the other way. That's Jazzy's first personal, 4th team foul. 17.1 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Aberdeen 13, Shelton 8. Bobcats have the ball. Backcourt.
So far, the Highclimbers have had 10 turnovers compared to 5 for Aberdeen. That's been the difference in the game.
Here's Manio crossing mid-court to the top of the key. Swing it over to Brown. Back, actually into the corner. And here is a jumper inside of the paint. That was Pimison. Missed the shot. Rebound goes to the Highclimbers. Half-court shot by Jazzy Rivera. Just a little bit off. We're through one quarter. Aberdeen 13, Shelton 8. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
And we're back here waiting for the start of the second quarter. Aberdeen 13, Shelton 8. Jerry?
Well, like I mentioned, the turnovers is a big thing that's hurt the Highclimbers, having 10 turnovers in the first quarter. Of course, Aberdeen had a couple of easy baskets off those turnovers.
So the Bobcats will have the ball to start the second quarter with both the Tros, Knudsen, Pimison, and Brown. So the starting five for the Bobcats are on the court. The Highclimbers counter with Rivera, Wiley, Azuna, Pignon, and Miller. Here's Annie Tro up top. Around it goes to Brown. Brown drives the foul line. Gets it back to Knudsen. Over to Annie Tro. Side of the paint to Pimison. Kicking out, and unfortunately nobody there. And a turnover on the Bobcats. 7:45 to go here in the first half. Still 13-8. My view of the scoreboard is partially distorted by a backboard, folks. Here's Rivera in backcourt to Pignon. Pignon took something into the eye, and a turnover as Knudsen puts it up and in off the turnover. Makes it 15-8. Rivera in backcourt, center of the court to Wiley. Over to Miller. Miller crosses midcourt, goes to the three-point arc, finds Azuna, finds the trailer. That's Wiley had it blocked, recovered by Pimison. Up it goes to Knudsen. Knudsen alone to the hoop, up and in. And a 30-second timeout has been called by the Highclimbers.
And their second timeout of the ball game.
17-8. It's a 9-point lead for Aberdeen, their largest of the night. Hey, every Friday, MasonWebTV.com provides helpful driving tips with the Wise Drive, a weekly column by Doug Dahl, the communications lead for the Washington Traffic Safety Commission, and a communications lead. He's a self-confessed traffic safety nerd. The Wise Drive is like Dear Abby, but for driving. The column primarily is driven by reader questions, but also covers current traffic safety issues. You can find that in numerous newspapers in Washington State, but it's posted to MasonWebTV.com every Friday. Highclimbers have the ball coming out of the timeout, trailing by 9. Rivera in backcourt finds Pignon. Pignon's in trouble. She'll get it to Rivera. Rivera had her pass deflected by Zoe Tro. Gets the ball back out to Knudsen. Knudsen lets the pack catch up here and sets the offense for the Bobcats. Here's Pimison, going to drive baseline. Pull-up jumper, hits it.
And that's the biggest lead of 11 points for the Bobcats.
5 points for Pimison. Highclimbers break the press this time. Here's Jazzy Rivera bouncing it high, goes to the baseline. Finds Azuna on the baseline, or on the sideline in a paint, and it's deflected and stolen away. And here is Zoe Tro going the other way up and in. 4 points for Zoe. It's 21-8 now. 6:20 to go here in the half. Here's Cedar Wiley to the foul line, right down the paint, up and in. Cedar with 4 points. Makes it 21-10. Knudsen to Brown. Back to Knudsen, up top of the front court. Brown open for three. Short, rebound, Pimison. One dribble, turnaround jumper, no, rebound Azuna. Lindsay will bounce it to Miller. He'll get it to Wiley. Wiley on the run, lob it up to Pignon in the corner near side. And we'll get it to the trailer. That's Rivera finds Wiley down low, puts it up short, no whistle on that. And here's Pimison with a lob up the court. Tracking it down will be Brown. He'll find Tro under the basket. She can't get it to drop in. The rebound goes to Azuna. And here comes Miller. Up to Pignon, down to Wiley. Now they're going to call the foul. That should go on Pimlick's own. Should be her first team foul on Aberdeen here in the quarter. Baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Cayenne Miller will trigger the play left of the backboard. A couple of substitutions coming in. Ari Allen will step on for the Highclimbers, as does Bailey. And it looks like Lamont returns for the Bobcats. Highclimbers are stacked up on the side of the paint. To the left of the backboard, left of the paint. There's a little stoppage of play. As they're trying to sort out who's on who here. And Miller will get the ball to inbounds it for the Highclimbers. 5:29 to go in the first half. Miller looks it into the top to Allen. Allen down to Wiley. Wiley one-on-one. Fade away. Missed the shot. Drew the foul on Lamont. That sends Cedar Wiley to the free throw line.
That was a nice move, though, by Cedar Wiley, getting good position inside.
So Cedar Wiley at the free throw line. 5:25 to go in the half. First free throw, nothing but net for Cedar. Makes it 21-11. Wiley with another free throw. Short, but spun in, and that will make it a 21-12 game.
And the Highclimbers are 3 for 4 from the foul line.
Here's Knutson between the circles. Stops at the top, swinging over the far side to Brown. Back to Knutson to Brown. Brown for three. Just short. Rebound. Wiley had it knocked away by Trouch. He'll save it in bounds, but it goes to Miller. Here's Wiley at the far sideline, up to Miller. Miller to the three-point arc, far side. Across the paint and deflected, but it goes right into Pignon's hands. She'll hook a pass down to Wiley. Wiley's going to spin in the middle with a little scoop. Oh, it popped out. Rebound goes to Tro. This is Zoe Tro. Had the ball stolen in the middle of the court. And here's Bailey to the hoop. Oh, it popped out. Rebound knocked out of bounds. That should be Highclimber ball as Lamont's the last person to touch it. Boy, it has been a frantic quarter here so far. 4:43 to go in the first half. 21-12, Aberdeen with the ball. Shelton with the lead. Baseline inbounds goes to Pignon. Drives the baseline runner. That bounces around, drops out. Tro with the rebound. Zoe Tro bounces it to Knutson. Knutson up the far sidelines for the Bobcats. To Tro. Back to Knutson. Over to Brown. Brown faked the outside move. Goes baseline. Up to Knutson, to Tro. Down it goes to Manio. Manio is tied up. Jump ball called. That'll go over to the Highclimbers. Abby Sachs up off the Highclimber bench. Check back in for Cedar Wiley. So the Highclimber lineup is Miller, Pignon, Allen, Bailey, and Sachs. Here's the inbounds. Miller gets it back. Here's Allen with it in backcourt. Her pass up court is deflected, stolen away to Brown. Brown pushes it. Oh, tried to get it up, then it's deflected out of bounds by the Highclimbers. Annie Tro will step back onto the court, replacing Abby Manio for the Bobcats. Annie has 3 personal fouls, just to remind everybody. Zoe Tro will inbound it from the baseline. Right of the backboard. She'll lob it into Brown. Brown right back to Tro in the corner. She's going to drive baseline. Puts up a shot. Little 15-footer goes in. That was Zoe, wasn't it, Jerry?
That was Zoe, yes.
Okay. Like I say, get a little confused. Get a little confused with the 2 and 3s. Here's Allen in backcourt. Gets it up to Sachs. Sachs will get it up the sideline to Pignon. She'll take a 3 off the glass. All the way around. Drops in.
That is her second 3 of the ball game.
Cuts the lead 23-15 now. 3:40 to go in the half. Here's Knutson over to Brown. Back to Knutson up top. Annie Tro. Down to the baseline to Zoe Tro. She'll catch, she'll shoot, she'll miss. Rebound goes to Zoe Tro up to Knutson. Knutson on the three-point arc, puts it up and in. That's a 2. That was only a 2. 25-15.
Yeah, she's 3 for 3 from the field, Sophia.
Here's Ari Allen with the ball. Cross court it goes to Anna Pignon. Back to Bailey. Ani Bailey will drive side of the paint. Runner goes in for Bailey. That's her first points. Leads back to 8. 25-17. 3 minutes to go in the half. Here's Knutson between the circles for the Bobcats. Draws Pignon out. Swing it over to Annie Tro. She's going to drive. pinched and throws up a shot. Missed it. Rebound poked into the hands of Miller. Miller pivots around and they'll bring it up. Swing it over to Pignon. Pignon beyond the three-point arc near side. Finds Bailey. Bailey from the 3 elbow. Hits it. Oh boy, Annie Bailey with 5 points. And it's a 5-point Aberdeen lead. 25-20. 2.5 minutes to go in the half.
Yeah, they've got that big lead down to 5.
Here's Annie Tro. She's going to try to answer for 3. That's short. Rebound. Sachs had it. It bounces into the hands of Allen. Allen needs a little help. She'll lob it to Pignon. Pignon alone up the far sideline. So bounce it to Abby Sachs in the paint. She'll go right to the bucket, up and in.
Nice move.
Abby Sachs with 4 points, and it's a 3-point Aberdeen lead. 2:06 to go in the half. Timeout by the Bobcats. It's a full. So we'll step aside. It's Mason Web TV powered by HCC. KMAS Shelton.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
And we're back here in the mini dome at 25-22. The Highclimbers trailed by 13. Now they trail by 3.
Correct me, it was 12? They were up?
It's 13.
13, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for answering my question.
Before
I was going to ask you.
You're going to ask it.
Yeah.
The Bobcats will have the ball coming out of the timeout. Knutson, Annie Tro, Zoe Tro, here Lamont, and Brown. For the Highclimbers, it's Miller, Pignon, Sachs, Wiley, and Bailey. Almost had 6 players on the court there, Jerry, for a brief second.
I think the leading scorer for the Highclimbers is Anna Pignon. 2 threes.
Here is Knutson over to Brown. To Tro. Annie Tro for 3 in the far corner. That one rattled out, and Pignon will get the rebound. Pignon puts it up to Cedar Wiley. Back to Pignon. And a steal by Annie Tro. She's going to go, just basically run over by Bailey. Bailey couldn't stop her momentum, but that's a foul on Ani Bailey, her first team foul on the Highclimbers, but it does send Annie Tro to the free throw line, where she's 1 for 2, and she has 6 points so far tonight. She missed the first one. She'll get another one. 1:41 to go in the half, 25-22. Aberdeen with the lead, and the Bobcats, Annie Tro at the free throw line for her second free throw attempt as Jalen Pimison returns for the Bobcats. Second free throw popped out. Rebound goes to Miller up to Pignon. Anna to the three-point arc. She'll stop. She'll pop. She'll just rim it off. Rebound, Annie Tro. Annie on the run in the back the other way for the Bobcats. Swing it down to Knutson. Out it goes to Brown. Brown for 3 near corner. That's off the glass and off. Rebound goes to Abby Sachs. She'll hand it off to Cedar Wiley. Up to Anna Pignon. Pignon crosses midcourt to the three-point arc. She's going to set the offense this time. Hand it off to Wiley. Wiley to the foul line. Down the middle of the court. Puts it up. Missed the shot, but drew the foul. 2 shots coming for Cedar Wiley. She has 6 points tonight.
And Cedar's taking the ball to the hoop really well here in the first half.
Foul went to Pimison, her third team foul on Aberdeen. First free throw by Wiley goes in. She'll get another one. Jazzy Rivera will step back onto the court for the Highclimbers. Cayenne Miller will sit down. 1:09 to go here in the half. 2-point lead now by the Bobcats. Wiley's second free throw rolls in.
3 for 3 from the foul line.
Actually, 4 for 4 for Cedar.
4 for 4.
4 for 4.
All right.
That's what I've got. Well, here's Brown going to try to answer for 3. That's up off the top of the backboard. Rebound poked into the hands of Zoe Tro. She spins baseline. Scoop it out to Pimison. Pimison with a jumper. No, Rivera actually with the rebound. Undercut by Zoe Tro and a foul. Highclimbers down 1, 25-24 with 50 seconds remaining.
That's her second.
Yeah, Zoe Tro picked up her second. It's the 4th team foul on the Bobcats. Here's Cedar Wiley in backcourt. Get it to Pignon. Pignon up the court, stolen away by that's Annie Tro. Up to Knutson. Knutson to Zoe Tro off the glass and in. Annie Tro was right there as well, but she let it go, and the inbounds is off the hands too high for Cedar Wiley. Another turnover with 30 seconds remaining here in the half. 27 for the Bobcats, 24 for Shelton. Aberdeen with the ball. Here's Annie Tro for 3. That's off. Rebound sneaking in there was Brown. Her putback fell off. Rebound goes to Zoe Tro, out to Brown. Brown is going to be mugged and fouled by Anna Pignon. That's her 3rd. Only the 2nd team foul on the Highclimbers. With 20.9 seconds remaining here in the half. Kyan Miller will step onto the court and replace Pignon. Baseline inbounds right into Knutson, out to Annie Tro, fakes the 3, steps by the defense, takes the 3, that's off. Rebound tracked down in the corner by Bailey. Bailey's pass to Rivera is stolen away by Pimison. She'll get the ball back, fakes the 3, drives side of the paint, puts it up short. Wiley with the rebound with 4 seconds, got to go. She's going to throw it from 3/4 court. Oh, and it looked like a good trajectory. It was just a little bit to the right. So we're through the half, the first half. Aberdeen 27, Shelton 24. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with some halftime statistics here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Halftime score here in the Mini-Dome. Aberdeen at 27, Shelton 24. The junior cheer squad is on the court here, performing for the crowd. Leading scorers for the Bobcats, Zoe Tro has 8 points. 6 for Annie Tro, 6 for Sophia Knutson, 5 for Jalen Pimison, and a basket for Bentley Brown. For the Highclimbers, their leading scorer is Cedar Wiley. She has 8. 6 for Anna Pignon, 5 for Ani Bailey, 4 for Abby Sachs, and a free throw for Jazzy Rivera. That's how we sit scoring-wise. Jerry has some more stats. We'll get to that in just a moment. Halftime score, Aberdeen 27, Shelton 24. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV powered by HCC is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County PUD number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, providing safe, reliable, and valued utility services since 1934. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Halftime. That's halftime in the mini dome. Aberdeen 27, Shelton 24. There's your scoreboard. And Jerry has some more statistics from the game.
I do. Thank you, Diedrich. Let's start with the visitors, the Aberdeen Bobcats. They're 1 for 4 from the foul line for 25%. They are 11 for 37 from the field for 29%. They only made 2 of 15 attempts from three-point land, but they did well inside the three-point arc, making 9 of 22, which is really good. They only had 8 turnovers. So remember that fact right there. Now, the Highclimbers were 5 for 6 from the foul line for 83%. And you corrected me, and that's good. Cedar Wiley was 4 for 4 on the foul line, so that helped. The thing that hurt Shelton is they had 19 turnovers.
Wow.
And the press did hurt them, and that created a lot of easy layups for the Aberdeen Bobcats, 9 for 22, and a lot of those were easy layups. From the field, the Highclimbers were 8 for 24, 33%. They made a third of their shots from the field. They were 3 for 8 from three-point land, thanks to Anna Pion. She was 2 for 5, 40% from the three-point land. So that's basically the statistics. Highclimbers had 19 turnovers. The Bobcats had 8, but the Highclimbers did shoot well from the foul line, and they shot a little bit better from the field than did the Bobcats.
Another thing to point out, the Bobcats had a 13-point lead in the second quarter, and the Highclimbers pulled within 1. That's pretty huge right there.
It is. And the nice thing about that is it's halftime. It gives a chance for the girls to relax a little bit, listen to the coach, and now they can work on trying to cut that down even more. But if it's during halfway through a quarter and you make that big surge in scoring, then the other team answers with a point or two, then it's hard. You kind of lose that momentum, that run. So here I think it's going to be to the advantage of the Highclimbers having that halftime after making that nice comeback.
Now they're down 3 heading into the third quarter, 27-24. Third quarter is coming up next here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
And we're waiting for the start of the third quarter. The Bobcats start out with the ball. They've got Pimison, Tro, that's Zoe Tro, Brown, Knudsen, and Annie Tro to start the third quarter for the Highclimbers. Some new faces out there. V. Andrews is in there. Allen, Rivera, Cruz, Kaya Cruz, and Cedar Wiley will start the third for the Highclimbers. Again, the Bobcats with the ball. Here's Brown. Up top it goes Knudsen, around to Annie Tro. She'll drive, lace a pass in the middle, stolen away by Cedar Wiley. Gets it to Jazzy Rivera, and here come the Highclimbers. Their first possession here in the second half, trailing by 3. Rivera had to bounce off a foot. Goes right into the hands of Allen. She'll take a 3. That one rims off, tracking it down in the corner, actually letting it go out of bounds. It'll be Annie Tro. It'll be Bobcat ball.
Now the Highclimbers have 9 seniors. They're starting the other 4 here in the second half.
That's what the coach said to me as I asked him. So it's kind of cool to have a different look here. Here's a Brown driving baseline, stops, lost the handle on the ball. They say that Cedar Wiley knocked it out of her hands. It'll be a Bobcat ball. Baseline inbounds, left of the backboard. Pimison will trigger the play. Gets it in to Brown. Brown will dribble up top. Throw it across the court to Annie Tro. Annie's going to go to work, trying to get by Cruz. Up top it goes to Brown, over to Knudsen. She'll take a 3 from the elbow. That one's an air ball out of bounds. Saved in bounds, actually. It goes right into Zoe Tro. Out to Brown. Brown for 3. Nope. Rebound taken by Annie Tro. Tro tried to put one up, and she's bumped and fouled by the Highclimbers. And I think that's going to go on Allen. Has to be. That's the only one with that many fingers on one hand. So at the free throw line is Tro. She missed the first one. She'll get another one. Boy, she is what, 1 for 5 now at the free throw line. Does have 6 points. Here's her second free throw. That one's off the back of the iron. Andrews with the rebound. It's deflected out of bounds. Stays with the Highclimbers. So Villani Andrews, or V as they call her. We thought it was Laney, but it's V. Here's Allen with it to Rivera, center of the court, on the dribbles. Gets across midcourt, stops at the top of the key. Gets it to Allen. Allen one dribble back to Rivera. Jazzy will try to dribble, penetrate. Gets the cutter. That's Allen. Little hook scoop shot. Missed it. Drew the foul. So Ari Allen at the free throw line. I think it's Knudsen who picked up the personal foul. That's her first. First team foul on the Bobcats here in the third. At the free throw line, Ari Allen. First one in. I'm not really sure what that whistle was about, Jerry.
Well, foul shots are going to play a very important role, especially at the end of third and fourth quarters.
Second free throw by Allen. Pushes it up. Missed it. Rebound controlled by Pimison. She's going to run. She'll get it to Zoe Tro up the far sidelines, all the way up to Annie Tro. She fakes the 3, drives baseline, bumps into just barely Cedar Wiley and gets Wiley a foul.
Her first.
Yeah, just dribbling around Cedar and they call a foul. Quick inbounds to Zoe Tro up and in. No defense at all for the Highclimbers. I think they were expecting the opposite side. They were inbounds. So it's 29-25 now. Here's Ari Allen with the ball, crossing midcourt on the dribble. Stops at the top, gets it over to Cruz. Kaya, high post feed to Andrews. V to the baseline, pushes one up off the glass, missed it. Allen with the rebound, hands it off to Andrews, off the glass and in. V with her first basket, and it's 29-27. 5:50 to go here, third quarter. Aberdeen with the lead in the ball. Here's Annie Tro. Cross court to Brown. Into the corner to Pimison. She'll take a 3. That's off. Cedar Wiley one hands the rebound to herself. And here come the Highclimbers trailing by 2. Here's Allen up the sidelines near side. Had the ball knocked out of bounds. Trying to get a pass up the sidelines to Jazzy Rivera. Pimison knocked it out of bounds. It'll be Highclimber ball, sideline inbounds. Here comes Cayenne Miller checking into the ball game. He's going to go get Kaya Cruz. So sideline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Allen will trigger the play. Goes into the top to Cedar Wiley. She dribbles to the top of the key, laces a pass to Rivera, out to Miller, to the top again to Wiley, fakes the 3, dribbles in, finds Rivera cutting to the bucket, and gets the ball back and a go to the hoops with a little pass to V, up and in for Andrews, her second basket. And it's tied at 29.
Nice pass by Cedar Wiley.
Here's Knutson trying to get by Jazzy Rivera. Jazzy reached around, got some body with that little slap. That's her second team foul. Got to talk about Jazzy for a moment. She had a double-double against Rochester, Jerry.
Oh.
She had 10 points and 12 rebounds, if I remember correctly, at least by my count. Now, what the official thing is, I don't know, but my book, she had a double-double.
That's great. Good.
So here's the Tros with some passes on the far sidelines. Down the baseline, turnaround jumper partially blocked by Pimison, missed it. And the rebound goes to Allen, stealing the ball and putting it up and in. It'll be Annie Tro. Boy, is she opportunistic, Jerry. She just stepped in that passing lane, stole the ball away. Pass deflected, and the ball is still a little bit free. Knutson had it for a moment. And we have a 30-second timeout. Smart timeout by Coach Swanson, as that backcourt violation is going to be very close. It's a 30-second timeout.
Third timeout for the Highclimbers.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. X with the handle @MasonWebTV. You can also use that handle to find us on YouTube and Twitch. Consider subscribing to Mason Web TV's YouTube channel and hit the bell to be notified the next time we upload a video or go live like we are tonight.
You are allowed 5 timeouts per game. And last night, we got an extra timeout because it was a double overtime.
Yeah. Fun game. If you want to watch some pretty fun basketball, go down and check out the North Mason Olympic game from last night. Double overtime. Buzzer beater. Anyways.
Yeah, they had to check my heartbeat.
Yeah, Highclimbers had the ball on the inbounds from the backcourt, knocked out of bounds by Knutson, right in front of Coach Eccles. He's saying it wasn't touched by one of his players, but referee said, no, I don't think so. Miller will get it in from the sidelines and backcourt to Pignon, who's back in the ball game. Her pass across the backcourt goes to Miller. Miller still in backcourt. Going to lob it to the middle to Cedar Wiley. Her pass back is going to be stolen away. And there's Annie Tro missing the shot, and there's a whistle on the rebound. I chuckle because Annie Tro is about in every steal that we've had here, Jerry. We're not tracking steals specifically, but she's everywhere.
Yeah, we need Daryl.
We'll get him tomorrow night.
We get him tomorrow night.
Baseline inbounds for the Bobcats. Pimison gets it into Knutson, top of the key for 2. She hit it. That's her 8th point, and it's 33-29. 4:20 to go, third quarter. Here's Wiley in backcourt for the Highclimbers. Taps a pass up to Miller. Miller, tried to get it to Allen, and Wiley will save it in bounds, but it goes right to Knutson. Knutson Leaves it there for Annie Tro. 2 steps to the hoop, missed it, got her own rebound, had it knocked out of her hands, and the ball is now tied up. Nope, it slipped into Zoe Tro. That shot's off, and Knutson will gather the rebound, find Brown. Over to Pimison. Pimison drives baseline, and there's going to be a touch foul. All this contact, Jerry, under the hoop, not a whistle. Somebody kind of sweeps by and brushes an arm or something, we get a whistle. That'll go on Anna Pignon. That's her 4th. Abby Sachs getting ready to check in as Jalen Pimison at the free throw line for 2 free throws. First one goes in. She'll get another one as Annie Bailey and Abby Sachs will step onto the court. Ari Allen and Anna Pignon will sit down for the Highclimbers. Highclimber lineup, Rivera, Miller, Sachs, Wiley, and Bailey. Looks like the starters are still out there for the Bobcats as Pimison has another free throw. She got them both.
Yep.
Gives her 7 points since 35-29. 3:50 to go here, third quarter. Wiley in the back court holds it, going to launch it up the court to Abby Sachs alone to the hoop with a little scoop shot, a little too hard. Rivera right there for the rebound. Her little over the head shot is off. Pimison comes up with it, and there's a fight for the ball. Oh boy, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we have to not let that go on as, oh boy. There's going to be some ejections here, folks. I'm sorry to say some punches were going on. And, oh boy.
Oh,
they were both going for the ball, Jerry, and somebody went over one hand, they hit somebody in the head, another person retaliated, and then the punches started going, and unfortunately, we're probably going to get an ejection here on senior night.
Yes.
For one of the seniors. Wow.
Wow.
They're going to help Jalen Pimison up off her feet. She's in tears.
Wow.
At least one ejection here, maybe 2. I mean, you could see it on the video what exactly happened, but we're going to stay out of this at this point.
Yes. It's not our call.
Not our call.
Oh, boy.
3:35 to go here, third quarter, 35-29. Bobcats with the lead. And it looked like they had the ball at the previous before some unsportsman stuff started happening here. As the referees try to figure this out. Scott Chamberlain also in the discussions there. Well, not really in the discussions. He's monitoring the discussions on the court. This is unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate.
Well, the clock just went to all black there for a second. We're still trying to figure this out.
The thing is, you got to remember, these kids, these girls, they're playing their hearts out.
Yes, they are.
And it's just unfortunate that the emotions got caught up there.
And it's gotten a little physical at times.
Yeah.
We're going to see what they end up calling here, Jerry. They're still discussing it. I'm thinking one person's going to be ejected here at the very least.
I do agree.
We're going to have some technical foul free throws as well as some other foul shots. I would imagine here. That's a 5-team fouls on the Highclimbers, by the way. Okay. Just want to throw it out now. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on here. As we're talking to the scorers table. We're on the opposite side of the scorers table, way up high. We can't really hear what's going on at the scorers table.
Looks like.
Yeah, Jazzy Rivera's headed to the locker room. She's done. That ejection also means she is not qualified for the next 2 games. We talked about this off air before the game, and a totally unrelated thing. She's suspended for 2 games. They only have one game left. That's a hard way to end your career in high school basketball.
Yeah.
There's a story that I told Jerry before the game about a state tournament in Arlington and a girl who took her team to win the district championship, took her team to state, got thrown out of the first state game. They lost that game. She has to do a 2-game suspension. She couldn't play in the second game, and her team was eliminated.
And she was a key
star.
player, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
just the emotions got caught up, and she worked hard all season.
I remember I think there was a picture in one of the newspapers in the area. It's just just you could see on her face that she didn't believe she got that ejection. But we're going to see what's going to happen here. That was 15 years ago, Jerry. More than that, actually, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
So we have an ejection as Jazzy Rivera's night is done. She finished with 1 point. And who's coming in for her? It was looks like Ari Allen is back out there for the Highclimbers. Now we have to figure out who's doing what, free throw wise. I got to tell you that the Climber girls are having a good time down there, even despite the things that just happened here.
Well, people react differently.
That's true.
And some are going to be very saddened. Some are going to react in a way you wouldn't anticipate. But, it's just, I'm sure that in the long run, they're going to look at it in a sad situation.
Well, the Shelton trainer's over looking at Pimasone.
Yeah, she got it.
She's back out there. And after all of this, what's going to happen here?
2 shots?
I would think it's 2 shots by Pimasone on a foul, and then there's going to be a technical foul with 2 shots for that as well. That's how I see it.
And then they'll get the ball.
So Jalen Pimasone at the free throw line. She's 2 for 2, has 7 points tonight. First free throw, gets it in. She'll get one more. 3:35 to go here in the third quarter. 36-29 now. Pimasone's second free throw. That's a little short. And then we're going to get 2 shots for somebody else. As Pimasone's going to sit down, and checking in for her is Olivia Lamont. And it looks like Zoe Tro is going to come in for the technical free throws. Now, Zoe has 8 points. Oh, first one rattled out. She'll get another one. This is the technical free throws. Second free throw. That one goes in. Actually, they say Zoe had 10 points. She has 11 points now. And it will be Bobcat ball now, leading 37-29. 3:35 to go, third quarter. Knutson gets the ball inbounds from the sideline, quickly over to Annie Tro. Over to Zoe Tro on the baseline. She'll dribble around, stumble a little bit, put up a shot that's just short. Cedar Wiley will pull down the rebound for the Highclimbers. Get it to Bailey. Cedar saying a little wet under the basket there. Here's Bailey to top of the key, going to drive side of the paint. Had it poked out of her hands, out of bounds. It should be Highclimber ball. It is. So it'll be Highclimber ball, baseline inbounds, right of the backboard, and Miller will trigger the play. Highclimber stacked up at the side of the paint. Ball inbounds to the top to Wiley. Wiley goes to the foul line, pushes a pass out to Miller. Miller long two, no. Got her own rebound right to the hoop, up and in. Kyan Miller with her first basket of the ball game cuts the lead to 37-31. Approaching 3 minutes to go. Here's Brown. Brown to the foul line. Elbow. Up top it goes to Knutson. Over to Annie Tro. Tro for 3. Nope. Rebound tapped out and controlled by Miller. Miller get it to Wiley in backcourt for the Highclimbers. To Bailey. Bailey to the three-point arc near side. Up top it goes to Miller. Over to Azuma. Azuma up top it goes to Miller. Miller to Bailey. Bailey working beyond the three-point arc at the elbow. Handed off. Nope, had it poked out of her hands. Saves it to Azuma. Azuma blows by the defense, loses the handle, and Knutson comes away with it. Here come the Bobcats. Knutson pushing the pace up the far sideline, waits for the pack to come up, then gets it to Tro on the baseline. Turns and faces the basket, throws the ball off the glass. Goes to Bailey, and then we have a shot clock violation and a quick timeout here by the officials, I believe. I think this is going to be Aberdeen ball because the Highclimbers had possession. Pass was made, the shot clock went off. Aberdeen stole it, and they get the ball back. 2:15 to go here, 2:16 actually to go in the third. 37-31 is our score. Aberdeen with the lead in the ball. Sideline inbounds between the scorers table and the bench. Oh, actually going to get another huddle up here by the refereeing crew. I think it's the right call to give Aberdeen the ball, Jerry, because the shot clock did go off, but the Highclimbers clearly had possession. And then another steal. So here we go, sideline inbounds. Knutson will lob it in to Annie Tro. She was going to spin baseline, leave it in the middle, and it rolls into, actually this is Annie Tro, with Zoe Tro before, and Annie's going to travel with the ball. Highclimbers get it back, 2:09 to go here in the third quarter. Wiley in backcourt. Tried to utilize a screen, stops at the foul line, but she's in backcourt. Here's Bailey. Bailey got to get it across, just beats that 10 seconds. Stops at the top. She's going to get a 5 count. She doesn't get rid of it. She does find Sachs. Abby drives baseline, finds Wiley. Wiley working beyond the three-point arc. Up top it goes to Bailey. Fakes the 3, drives the foul line. And a bump foul by Brown, I believe. Yep. That is Bentley Brown's second team foul on the Bobcats. Sideline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Miller will trigger the play near sidelines. Slaps the ball a couple of times. She'll lob it in to Wiley. Wiley over to Azuma. Azuma overthrows Sachs out of bounds, and that will be Bobcat ball. 1:38 to go third quarter. 37-31 is our score. Aberdeen with the lead in the ball. Knutson in backcourt. Crosses midcourt. Swing it over to Brown. Back up top and back to Brown. Open for 3 at the elbow. That one rims off. Rebound. Annie Tro tracked it down in the far corner. She'll swing it out to Knutson, up to Brown. Brown just inside the arc at the top. That's off the mark. Rebound. Miller had it, but it goes right to Knutson. Knutson long two. No. Rebound Miller. Miller will roll it over to Cedar Wiley, and Wiley will bring it across the timeline. Over goes to Bailey. Bailey stops at the three-point arc. Going to throw it up to Azuma. Azuma over to Wiley. Wiley fakes the 3, drives baseline. Leaves it in the middle of the paint. It rolls to Abby Sachs at the top. Over it goes to Azuma. Azuma stops on the box. She up fakes, finds Sachs. Sachs jumper. No. Rebound. Zoe Tro up to Knutson in the front court all by herself. Had to go get the ball. Had to turn around and find Brown. Brown for 3. Yes. Bentley Brown has 5 points and is a 9-point Bobcat lead, and the turnover on the inbound is Bailey couldn't handle the inbound pass. 40-31 with 34 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that was the first 3 by Brown.
A couple of substitutions for the Highclimbers. Allen returns, and as does Cicely Dodge. Just checking in for Aberdeen, Abby Manio. And Annie Tro will sit down. Sideline inbounds right in the middle of the Bobcat bench. Knutson gets it up top to Manio, over to Brown. Brown to Knutson. Over to Manio. She'll take a 3 from the elbow near side, and it's off. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Allen. It'll stay with the Bobcats. 22.3 seconds remain in the third. Aberdeen 40, Shelton 31. Bobcats with the ball. Manio will trigger the play. Right of the backboard, gets it into Knutson, gets it back to Manio. Long 2, that's off. Rebound tapped into the hands of Allen. Allen will bring it up for the Highclimbers with 15 seconds. Over goes to Miller. Miller to Bailey at the top. 5 seconds now. Bailey's going to wave everybody off. Going to swing it over to Miller. Miller had to go get to the ball, and the time will run out. 40-31. Aberdeen with the lead heading into the fourth. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
As AmeriCorps members and volunteers, we do more than talk about our core values. We take action and commit to making our community stronger.
At AmeriCorps, my commitment to equity gives every student a strong start.
Our compassion brings food and friendship to neighbors in need.
My determination protects parks in my community.
Now more than ever, your community needs you. What's at your core? Learn more at AmeriCorps.gov.
And we're waiting for the start of the fourth quarter. 40 for Aberdeen, 31 for Shelton.
For Aberdeen, Annie Tro has 3 fouls. And for the Highclimbers, Ana Pignon has 4. So those are the 2 girls that are in the most foul trouble.
Well, thank you, Jerry, for that. I'm just trying to update my score sheet. The Highclimbers have the ball coming out to start the fourth quarter, trailing by 9. They have Bailey, Pignon, Dodge, Sachs, and Wiley on the court. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a minute. There's too many players on the floor for the Highclimbers, Jerry.
You can't play with 6?
You cannot play with 6.
I thought you could.
Well,
they used to be able to way back when they had 3 on defense and 3 on offense. And that started back in Iowa many years ago. They used to be able to play with 6.
Yeah, I was looking going, wait a minute, how come there's 6 players out there in white and the referees finally catch it? So who was not supposed to be out there? You know,
we've seen everything tonight.
We have. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, it's
it actually 6 players, I believe, is a technical foul.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's going to be.
This has been a very odd game.
Although the official had to waive the. Well, there was a timeout, right?
There was a timeout, but they're going to have 2 technical free throws by the Bobcats.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
It'll be Brown.
Who do you give the foul? You don't.
Well, it does go as a foul, a team foul.
Okay.
It's a technical foul. That's why they call it. So Brown, the first free throw attempt is off. She'll get another one. So it's Brown, both the throws. Let's see here. Manio and Knutson on the court for the Bobcats. Second technical free throw is also off by Brown, and the Bobcats should get the ball. So now let me set the official lineup for the Highclimbers now. You've got Wiley, Pignon, Sachs, Bailey, and Allen. All right, so it's sideline inbounds in the midcourt. And here's Annie Troe with the 3 that's just short. Ball goes into the corner. Troe tried to save it inbounds, can't get to it, it's out of bounds. Highclimber ball with the 7:42 to go in the ball game, 40-31. Ari Allen will inbounds it. A little full court press by the Bobcats. She gets it in to Wiley. Wiley on the dribble trying to get by Troe. This is Zoe Troe. She's stopped short of midcourt. Throw it up to the circle, beyond the circle, and it's a jump ball called. That will go over to Aberdeen. Since that technical foul and a little bit of skirmish, I'm not going to say it was a fight, but a skirmish, Highclimbers have kind of fallen apart here. They've lost their focus. Here's Knutson at the foul line out to Brown. Brown for 3 at the elbow. That's short, partially blocked. Recovered by Zoe Troe. She puts up a little shot, missed it, and Wiley comes up with the rebound. Gets it up to Sachs. Sachs up court to Bailey. Bailey to the 3-point arc. Ooh, she got away with it. Palming there.
She did.
And then it was tipped, and Bailey tracks it down at midcourt. Here is Pignon. Pignon to the 3-point arc, down to the baseline, and Sachs trying to find some space. Steps around the defense, puts it up short. Rebound pulled down by Manio. That's a nice move by Abby.
It was. Yeah, you're great.
Here's a stop and pop by Zoe Troe. Shot. The rebound goes all the way out to Annie Troe. She'll drive the foul line. Runner at the foul line. That's off. Rebound tapped and controlled by Allen for the Highclimbers. Her outlet is deflected, but it does get to Wiley. Wiley goes all the way up and over, throws her intended target to Bailey, stolen by Manio. Manio kicks it in the corner. Here's Zoe Troe for a long 2. That's off. Allen with another rebound to Wiley. Wiley finds Bailey. Bailey across midcourt on the run. Over to Sachs. Sachs thought about a 3. That's not really in her range. She recognizes it. Gets to Bailey up top. Over to Wiley. Wiley's going to drive foul line. 2 steps into the paint. A little too hard. Rebound goes to Annie Troe. Troe up the far sidelines, and there's a collision with Bailey and Pignon and a foul called. They're both going after Zoe Troe defensively. And they're going to call that on Bailey. That's
with
second.
all these technicals and everything that's happened in this second half, Shelton's only down by 9.
Right, 40-31, 6:05 to go now in the ball game. Here's Annie Troe with the ball over her head. She'll lob it into Brown in the paint. She puts it up off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Wiley. Cedar will try to get by the defense by Zoe. She'll bounce it double. Bounce up to Pignon to the 3-point arc. One hands it down to Sachs. Sachs half hook from the box on the right side. Came up short but drew the foul. Abby's been quiet here in the second half.
And she'll be going to the foul line for the first time.
Trying to see who the foul was on. I didn't see the indication. It didn't post on the board. So Abby's first free throw is off the back of the iron. She'll get another one.
The number 10.
Okay, that'll be Armenio. Her first. Yeah, it's first team foul. That's what I thought. Here's the second free throw by Sachs. That's off. Rebound goes to Allen. Allen up and missed that putback. Rebound pulled down by Zoe Tro. She's on the run the other direction for the Bobcats. Going to run into her own player. Stops and pops. Missed the shot. Got her own rebound off the glass and in. Zoe Tro with 13 points. Very quietly, I think. Inbounds, nearly stolen away, and it is by Knutson. She is fouled right under the bucket. She's headed to the free throw line. The Bobcats are leading 42-31 now with 5:21 remaining.
The biggest lead for the Bobcats has been 13.
Right. And that foul went on Allen. Yes, Ari Allen, her second. Third team foul on the Highclimbers. Sophie Knutson, first free throw is off. She'll get another one. Here comes some new faces for the Highclimbers. Well, one new face as Natalie Glenn will step onto the court for the first time tonight, and Cicely Dodge will step on again for the Highclimbers. Second free throw by Knutson is off. Wiley fights for the rebound and pulls it down. She's going to bring it up, trying to get by Zoe Tro. Here's Miller at midcourt. Goes to the three-point arc, pushes a pass to Glenn, back to Miller. Up top it goes to Dodge. Dodge has Knutson all over her. Here's Miller over to Pignon. 5 minutes to go. Lobs it down to Wiley. Wiley's going to spin around the defense of Tro, up and in.
Nice move. Beautiful, beautiful move by Wiley.
Cedar with 10 points. Here's Brown in the front court. Up top it goes to Knutson, over to Annie Tro. To Brown in the three-point arc. Up top and over to Annie Tro. Cross court to Brown at the elbow. She'll take the two. Miss the shot. Rebound Miller. Fighting for the ball now with Annie Tro. Jump ball call. That'll stay with the Highclimbers. 4:32 to go in the ball game. Ani Bailey steps back into the court for the Highclimbers, and Natalie Glenn will sit down. It'll be backcourt inline inbounds by Miller. Full court press. Inbounds goes to Wiley. She's matched up with Zoe Tro. Little height advantage there, but they're in backcourt. Here's Bailey. They're not going to get it across, Jerry. They did not get it across on the 10 count, Jerry. They just missed it.
Yeah.
Well, now, wait a minute. They might have gotten a timeout. They did get the timeout. So the Highclimbers did manage to pull that one off just as the referee was about to call the backcourt violation. We have a full timeout by the Highclimbers. Go ahead, Jerry.
Good timeout by Chris Swanson, seeing the situation. And that is the fourth timeout for the Highclimbers. They have one left.
42-33 is the score. Bobcats have the lead, and the Highclimbers have the ball coming out of that timeout. You know, the easiest way that I do it, and this is just me cheating, folks, is when there's a backcourt violation, I look at the shot clock. You know, there's 30 seconds. You got 10 seconds to get up. If it gets to 20, you're in violation. Now, the referees do have their own manual count, but that's how you can also go by the shot clock.
I think they're required.
Well, yeah,
mechanically.
Mechanically. So the Highclimbers will have 19 on the shot clock. They will have imagine it's going to be a backcourt sideline inbounds, but that's not where the referee's setting himself up. It's a 9-point Bobcat lead. With 4:21 to go in the ball game.
Well, Shelton, do they have another run in them? Do they have another? Can they make a run like they did at the end of the second quarter and cut it down?
Well, that's what we're here to find out, Jerry. Bailey will trigger the ball sideline inbounds just in backcourt. She's going to get it into the front court, and Wiley. Wiley to Pignon. She'll get a little extra pass to Dodge. She'll put it up and in. Cicely Dodge with the first basket of the night. And it's 42-35.
Beautiful pass. Beautiful bounce pass.
Here's Zoe Tro with the ball. Hand it off to Knutson. To Annie Tro, who's moved over to our side. She'll hand it off to Knutson and move over to the other side where she's been camping. Here's Zoe Tro beyond the three-point arc. To Pimison back in the ball game in the corner. Far side, guarded by Dodge. To Zoe Tro. To Annie Tro. She's going to drive in, take a couple of steps, and then they're going to get the travel call. But a nice pass in the interior, nice thought. Unfortunately, it was a turnover before the pass.
You know, that's only the third turnover for the Bobcats in this half.
Here's Cedar Wiley in backcourt. Hand it off to Pignon, get it right back. And Cedar breaks the press in the proper way. Finds Bailey. Bailey long two. That is going to finally drop in. Ani Bailey with 7 points. And it's 42-37. 3:20 to go in the ball game. Here's Annie Tro. Up top to Knutson. Back to Tro. Tro's going to take a three. Nope. She's going to get back over to Knutson. Over to Zoe Tro on the far side. To Knutson, over to Annie Tro. That time she's going to take the three. That's way off and out of bounds it goes. Ani Bailey let it go out of bounds. Timeout, 32nd timeout by Aberdeen. 3:08 to go in the ball game. 42-37 is our score, Jerry.
That's only their second timeout of the ball game for the Bobcats. Been a good game. I mean, it's been an interesting game.
You know, Jerry, you said it earlier. We've had just about every possible thing in a ball game that we could have.
Yeah, two situations tonight that
6 players on 6 players on the court. An ejection.
All the technical fouls.
Well, there's just the ejection technical foul. I don't. There hasn't been a coach technical yet. we haven't seen one this year. No, yes, we did. I think we saw a technical on Sam Krieger, the boys coach, one game.
Okay.
Inbounds in backcourt. Wiley has the ball just in the front line. Same plays last time. The Highclimbers break the press. Here's Wiley losing the handle. Lamont with a pick. And here comes Annie Tro. Avoids the defense, but Bailey had to just bail her out and foul her. That will be 2 shots for the Bobcats as they hit the 5 foul limit. And Bailey picked up her third. It should be free throws, but they're not getting it to. It's 5. One referee saying, no, it's going to be baseline inbounds. There's only 4. Inbounds goes to Zoe Tro, back to Pimison. Pimison working the far sideline beyond the three-point arc. Pass back to Zoe Tro is knocked out of bounds by Anna Pignon.
Well, I'm so glad that Jalen is okay.
Yeah. So here is Zoe Tro with a long 2 on the baseline. Off the top of the backboard. Rebound goes to Bailey. Out it goes to Miller. Miller to Pignon. Pignon fakes the 3, finds Bailey trailing. She'll take a 3 at the top. That's short. Rebound. Wiley up and in. Cedar Wiley snuck in there and grabbed the ball and put it up and in. It's a 3-point lead for Aberdeen. 42-39. 2:20 to go here in the ball game. Here is Brown. Brown fakes the 3. Steps by the defense. Laces a pass out. And out it goes to Pimison. She missed the jumper. Rebound tracked down in the far corner by Miller. Cayenne will get it to Cedar Wiley. Knocked out of bounds by Pimison.
Well, they've cut it back down to the 3-point deficit that was at halftime.
That's right. Well, Highclimber ball after a little discussion. 2:09 to go in the ball game. 42-39 the score. Aberdeen with the lead. Shelton with the ball in their backcourt. Inbounds goes to Wiley. Gets it to Pignon. Back to Wiley. Over to Miller on the bounce pass. She'll get across in plenty of times. Here's Bailey. Bailey to the foul line. Jumper at the elbow. That rolled out. Rebound Pimison. She'll get it to Tro. Annie Tro will bring the ball up. Swing it over to Knutson. To Pimison between the circles. Now to Annie Tro. To Pimison at the elbow 3. Nope. To Annie Tro. Back to Pimison. Pimison down to the baseline. Knutson open for the jumper. No. Rebound. Bailey taps it. And that goes out of bounds off of Annie Tro. Actually, it's going to be a foul on Annie Tro. Or is it going to be on Cedar Wiley? And Cedar Wiley just got teed up for arguing that call.
Oh.
Wow. Tw 1:29 to go here in the ball game. Still 42-39. So Bailey picked up her 4th personal. Wiley picked up her 2nd personal on the technical foul. And that will send Zoe Tro to the free throw line. I have her down for 1 for 2 at the free throw line.
That is correct,
Okay.
Diedrich.
A little more discussions here. Zoe has 11 points on the night for Aberdeen. You can hear the fan base here stomping on the ground, trying to make some noise. Try to distract Zoe Tro. We still haven't given her the ball to shoot the free throws now. So there should be, again, there should be a 2 foul shot free throws and then 2 technical free throws, and then Aberdeen gets the ball back.
Oh.
So this is the foul shots. This will go to Annie Tro, who is only 1 for 6 at the free throw line. So she'll get first 2 free throws. Missed the first one, she'll get another one. Abby Sachs will check back into the ball game, and Bailey will sit down. So Annie Tro with the 2nd free throw for the foul shot, or for the foul, I should say. She got it off the glass tonight. That gives her 9 points. Now we're going to get the technical free throws by Zoe Tro, which I already had down on my score sheet. You're making it hard on my score sheet, Jerry. That's
she's 1 for 2.
First one, short and dropped off. She'll get another one. Scores right now 43-39. Still 1:29 remaining in the ball game. Zoe's 2nd technical free throw. That's off the back of the iron.
Yeah, the Bobcats are not able to take advantage of all these technical foul shots.
Well, they get another possession here after all of that. They're leading by 4 now with 1:29 remaining. Knudsen will get it into Brown. Brown will get it back to Knudsen. Knudsen will get it back to Brown and over to Knudsen on the 3-point arc right now. Up top it goes to Brown. Brown drives around. Runner at the side of the paint, in and out. Wiley with a rebound. Huge rebound for Cedar Wiley. She's going to bring it up on the dribbles. Gets a trap in the back court. Throws it up. Stolen by Annie Tro. She's going to get a little bounce pass to Zoe Tro, and then Dodge is going to just foul her. Just haphazardly foul there by Cicely Dodge.
That's Cicely's first.
Yeah, and that puts, okay. That does put Zoe Tro at the free throw line. I just realized, Jerry, after the first free throw goes in, that Ani Bailey fouled out, Jerry. I thought she had 4, but it's on the board as a 5th foul. We have a timeout here with 1:06 remaining. Timeout by the Highclimbers. That's their final timeout, isn't it, Jerry?
Yes, it is their final timeout.
Unless we missed something.
That is their 5th foul I had.
Yeah, I only had 4, so she's out. She finished with 7 points. That's Ani Bailey. But when we get out of this timeout, Jerry, Zoe Tro will be back at the free throw line, where she has 14 points, and she's 2 for 5, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, we miss having everybody sitting up here with doing all the stats, and all I have to do is call names. That doesn't work anymore. Got to do all this stuff, and I got to check with Jerry every time to make sure I'm right.
Oh, you're doing a good job. I think you've been 97% right.
Oh, 97%.
98.
I'm giving myself 91, but that's
Oh,
okay.
you're going to give me 91. Okay.
Okay. Enough of the silly stuff. Back to the basketball game. As the timeout's about running out here. Zoe Tro at the free throw line for her 2nd free throw. She got the first one. Highclimber lineup: Pignon, Wiley, Dodge, Sachs, and Miller. Bobcat lineup is Knudsen, Pimisong, both the Tros, and Lamont. So Zoe Tro, 2nd free throw. That's in. Makes it 45-39 with 1:05 to go. And a steal by Tro on the sidelines and a timeout called by Coach Eccles. Full timeout called. With a minute remaining, we'll take a timeout. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit lockssavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
And we're back here in the Mini Dome. 45-39 is our score.
Yeah, the have 2 timeouts remaining.
The Highclimbers without.
No timeouts. No timeouts for the Highclimbers.
If our count is correct, the Highclimbers are without a timeout. There's 1 minute remaining in the ball game. Bobcats will have the ball coming out of the timeout, and they lead by 6. Brown, Pimasone, Annie Tro, Zoe Tro, and Sophia Knudsen, the lineup for the Bobcats. Sideline inbounds between the scorer's table and the Bobcat bench. Inbounds goes in to Knudsen. She'll hold the ball over her head, guarded by Allen. She'll spin away from the defense, and she's fouled by Allen. That's her 3rd. But it's 2 free throws for the Bobcats. Now, this is a good strategy. The Bobcats have not shot well from the free throw line. And Knudsen's headed there. She's 0 for 2. She does have 8 points, though. Let's see if the Bobcats can put this game away from the free throw line. First one is off. She'll get another one. Here comes Lamont back in the ball game, and Brown is going to sit down for Aberdeen.
Well, like I mentioned, the foul shots are being critical tonight.
Yep. Second free throw by Knudsen. That's in and out. Rebound tracked down by Miller. 52 seconds remain. Here's Pignon, bumped and fouled by Tro. And that'll be 4 personal fouls on Annie Tro, but only the 3rd team foul. 50 seconds remain now. Miller will trigger the play from the sidelines, gets it into front court to Dodge, knocked out of bounds by Pimasone. So the sideline inbounds, near sideline, foul line extended for the Highclimbers. Miller again triggers the play, gets it inbounds to Dodge. Dodge the 3-point arc, finds Pignon. Pignon driving baseline, stops on the box. He'll leave it to Dodge at the elbow, missed the shot, and the rebound's tracked down by Lamont. Lamont will get it to Pimasone. Pimasone gonna get bumped and fouled. And if it's on Pignon, I think that's it for her. If it's on Allen, that's her 4th.
Yeah, you're correct.
Okay. It's not posted yet. I didn't see the call from the scorer's table, but it must be on Allen.
And that would be her 4th.
Yeah. Well, they have 1 on her on the board. Pimasone hit the first free throw.
Well, we know that's not right.
Yeah, we know that's not right. So another free throw for Jalen Pimasone. And she's only missed 1 shot in 6 attempts.
3-possession game.
Yeah, 47-39 with 35.9 seconds remaining. I think that was Aberdeen called timeout. It had to be.
Yeah.
It's the...
their 4th.
Yeah, their 4th. I chuckle because the clock started to run, not the timing clock. I'm going to take a quick break, Jerry, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
And we're back in the Mini Dome. Diedrich Allen, Jerry Apple.
Aberdeen is going to put a little pressure on Shelton here. Now, Shelton needs to have their shooters go to a three-point area that they can shoot well at and get that ball.
All right, Jerry called it. Allen will trigger the play from the backcourt in line. She's going to go a long pass, stolen away by Pimenson. We're hitting the 30-second mark, and a foul is called. Now Allen and Pignon are there. Anna Pignon's headed to the bench, so that's 5 for Anna, and she finishes with 6 points. Does send Pimenson back to the free throw line, where she is, 2 for 5 for 6. And looks like Kaya Cruz has stepped onto the court for the Highclimbers in replace of Anna Pignon. First free throw by Pimenson, in and out. She'll get one more. 29.7 seconds remain in the ball game. Aberdeen is 47, Shelton 39. Second free throw is off. Rebound pulled down by Miller. Miller gets it to Allen. Back to Miller. Bounce it up to Cruz, but it's stolen away by Annie Tro. She'll lob it to Zoe Tro, and Zoe will leave it for Annie. Annie a couple steps to the bucket. Put it up a little too hard. Rebound goes to Allen. Allen will get it to Dodge. Dodge to Sachs. Sachs to the three-point arc. Going to stop and pop. Miss it. Rebound Cruz. Out it goes to Miller for 3. That's off. Rebound goes to Allen. Allen puts it up at the buzzer. No, and that'll be the final. Aberdeen survives Shelton 47-49. That's your final score. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. We'll wrap this thing up. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
It's a final here in the Mini Dome. 47-39, the Aberdeen Bobcats come away with the victory. Here on Terry Gregg Court, they did it behind the 15 points from Zoe Tro, 10 points for Jalen Pimenson, 9 for Annie Tro, 8 for Sophia Knutson, and 5 for Bentley Brown. For the Highclimbers in the losing effort, Cedar Wiley finished with 12 points. Let's see here, 7 for Ani Bailey, 6 for Anna Pignon, 4 for Delaney Andrews, 4 for Abby Sachs, a basket for Cicely Dodge, a basket for Cayenne Miller, a free throw for Ari Allen, and a free throw for Jazzy Rivera. Jerry is still...
I'm ready. Just about. Give me
30 seconds?
Yes.
Okay, so the Lady Highclimbers wrap up the season Friday at Centralia. The Bobcats' regular season finale has WF West coming to Aberdeen on Friday. Our next broadcast is tomorrow night when the Shelton boys host Centralia. Tip-off here on Terry Gregg Court is 7 p.m. We'll be on the radio as well tomorrow night. Now, the Highclimber boys lost in Aberdeen last night by 2 points, 54-52. They're still in the run for that fourth spot. They still have that fourth spot, and they'd have to lose out, I think, to lose it. They do have 2 games remaining. They play Centralia tomorrow, and then they host WF West on Monday.
And that'll be senior night.
Yeah, tomorrow will be senior night. But back to this senior night before the girls. Jerry, your more statistics.
Yes, thank you. Let's start with the visiting Aberdeen Bobcats. They were 9 for 28 from the foul line. 32%, not good. The thing that kept them going is they only had 12 turnovers, 4 in the second half. That's what helped them. They were 26 for 72 from the field for 36%. What hurt them, they were only 3 for 25 from three-point land. So the key thing there is the Bobcats had only 12 turnovers, but their foul shooting was only 32%. They attempted 28 tries from the foul line. Highclimbers, what hurt them was the turnovers. 32 turnovers, and that allowed the Bobcats to make a lot of easy baskets.
Right.
Shelton shot 6 for 10 from the foul line, 60%, not too bad. They were 15 for 49 from the field, 30%. They weren't too bad. Well, they made 3 of 10 from three-point land, and they were 12 for 39 inside the three-point arc. So the key numbers, the Bobcats had 12 turnovers. The Highclimbers had 32 turnovers. The shooting percentages were about even, 30% for the Highclimbers and 36% for Aberdeen. Aberdeen shot a little bit better in the second half than they did in the first.
All right, that's all you have there, Jerry?
That's what I have.
So again, the Lady Highclimbers wrap up the season Friday at Centralia. The Bobcats have their regular season finale on Friday, hosting WF West. Our next broadcast is tomorrow night when the Shelton boys host Centralia. Tip-off is 7 p.m. Pre-game usually starts about 6:45 or so, depending on how the earlier game goes. And that will do it for us in the Mini Dome tonight. My thanks to Jerry Apple for his help with tonight's broadcast.
My pleasure.
Yeah, final again, Aberdeen 47 to Shelton 39. We'll talk to you tomorrow night. This has been High School Basketball. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, was made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County PUD number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, providing safe, reliable, and valued utility services since 1934. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.